Hello everyone and welcome back to Crafty. This is Veronica and today I'm here with the first part of the tutorial for the baby boy folio that we have seen in the previous video, and I will put a link in the description box down below. This is a video within collaboration, open collaboration, and you can find it here on YouTube with the hashtag #SatMordMakes. And it's been started by Gillian Norwood, and it's a wonderful collaboration because it's very free. You can basically post any time of the weekend, any type of craft that you are practicing. You will find links to Gillian Norwood in the description box down below as well. Okay, so for this folio I will play with these colors, as you can see, and with red because I think it's really nice, the contrast. Okay, so we will start with a base, and our base has to be 8.5 by 10.5, where 10.5 is the length. So this base will have two flaps, one going to the left, this green one, and another one going to the right. They are not equal in size, and one of course will go over the other one. This is the wider one and this will be fold in first, and the other one that goes over it, the right one that goes over it, will be narrower. So I want to first fold this first and glue it down, and then see how decide together basically the width of the right flap. So for the left flap, like I said, the wider one, we need to score on the 9.25. By the way, this one is a 9.25 by 10.5. Yes, on the 9.25 side we need to score it at 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. Okay. Okay. This main base we will have 6 sheets of A4 paper that we will cut down to 8.25 by 10.5. Score them all on the length at 1/2 inch. So they will become 10 inch in length. Okay, so our booklet is ready. This is how it looks. Just to be on the safe side, we do like that. I have to center them a little bit because it's like 1/4 inch narrower. Yes, like that. It closes perfectly, as you can see. Okay, now on this side, 10.5 like our base, and this one is 8.25. We need to score it at 1 inch, and this one again at 1/2 inch. So we have these here and these here nicely. Okay guys, so I have meanwhile went on and decorated the edge with a punch of these two flaps on the front of our booklet basically. Then I did the same with all the flaps in this booklet on the base. Okay, all 6 of them, and I think they look very cute. Okay, so if you remember, I said that we needed to come up with a closure here as well with a flap on the right side, but I haven't put it from the beginning because I was to establish its width depending on this one. I need this to be 8 by 10.5, and I decided to make it blue because these were the colors that I established to work with in this folio. So we will have a nice combination of green, lighter green, darker green, red and blue, and I think it will be very, very cool. So let me cut this to 8 by 10.5. I need to score this in width, I mean on this side, and we need, considering that it will cover this, we need to provide for this width. Yes, we will score at half an inch and an inch. So this will come here. It's absolutely no problem whatsoever the fact that it comes over this one, because there will be pattern paper coming over all of them, but we'll mind at the corner to this one, this half an inch. These seem to get out a little bit, which is not a problem because we can cut on the other side. It's very, very easy. So that means you can actually make it in maybe 1/8 of an inch less in length, or you can do like I'm doing. It's easy enough. This goes like that. This goes like this, closes like this, and this closes like that. And this is how it shows. I think it's absolutely perfect with this. We have space, and I will do the same with this one here, and I think it will look very sweet. And yes, there will be stuff happening here and here on both sides. Okay, so now we continue building on this, on the inside of the our left flap. Yes. Okay, for this we need one piece of 6 by 6 cardstock. Okay, we score this at half an inch all around on every edge. Half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, half an inch, like that. Now I will have to cut here, and let's see what happens. So we have these two, okay, and if we fold these, we need to score these ones, mind that these corners a bit deeper in, a bit more abrupt like that. And so this and this, yes, this one and this one, a bit more like that. So there will be one here, and there will be a nice big photo mat going inside. I'll close this first, and I will be back. This needs to be, like I said, 8.5 by 11 3/4. We will need to score it at both ends. Yes, at half an inch and 5/8 of an inch. So half an inch and 5/8 of an inch. In other words, the next line. Yes. And then we can just turn it around and do the same. Half an inch and 5/8 of an inch. Half an inch and 5/8 of an inch. So we've got this, and we need to cut diagonally between the inner lines, so between the 5/8 of an inch line, from one end to this other end. Like that. That's what we've got. Okay, so now we go on, and we will want these to fold nicely like that. Pretty perfect, what can I say? And do the same here. and bring back our booklet. And where have we got to do all these? Here. Forgotten. Okay, it will be, they will go like this and like this. Let's start with the outside one. Okay, let's like that, yes, and then we turn this backwards like this, and that's how it will become. So it's very well aligned here, and it's well aligned here. Okay, and now they do match, and let me see if they close. They close. Okay, so that's what we have here. Then these two will go nicely up and down like this, and then we can put our pockets. I'm thinking to put our pockets this way and this way to cover perfectly for these areas that are not covered by the edges, like that. Corner as possible under the score line, on the edge here, on the outer edge, and that's about it. Let me see all the stuff. So this goes nicely over. I think it will look very, very good. We go here, make sure that we go under the score line here and here. And that's what we have. Okay, so these, like that, they will have to be to cover this, which it does. And now again, let's make sure that it closes. It does, nice. And this one like that. And here we will have a nice closure, like a tag from the collection, or you know, anything like that here, you know. But first, of course, we'll put pattern paper, and then, but I really hope you like it. I think it's very colorful and nice to the eye. And you know, let's take an example as a photo mat. I'm not sure how big this one, but something like this will go perfectly nice, and even more, as you can see. We'll leave this here just to be on the safe side. I'm loving how this turns out. Then we want to work on this one and on this one. A 6.5, it will have to be 7.5 by 8 3/4. 7.5 by 8 3/4. It will have to be our pocket. 7.5 by 8 3/4. 2 times on the width and once on the length. Yes. Like that. Okay. Fold like this. We'll go like this, and I will actually go ahead and decorate it right now. Then it's much better, I think. That will be really nice. And then we can put our double sticky tape on. Okay guys, so now we need 2 flaps to go sideways attached to this pocket, yes, and we need them to be 6.25 by 6 3/4. We will score them on the 6 3/4 at 1/2 inch. Half an inch on the 6 3/4. So now we are eyeballing this like half the distance, one to the left and one to the right of our pocket. sure that they overlap perfectly. Got this big pocket, tall pocket with two flaps going left and right. Okay, on the front we said that we wanted, let me close everything here. We said that we wanted a double pocket. I would like to try to make it tall, so it would be 7.5 by 8 and 3/4. So on this side we need to score at, on the 7.5 side we need to score at 1/2 inch on both ends, and then 1 inch, 1/2 inch, sorry, on the length, on the 8 3/4 side. Okay, okay, so we have this, and now we put double sticky tape. We need to do this here as well. Setting it on this edge, making sure. Okay, if we want we can do like that. Yes, open this all together, this line, and making sure that this is perfectly straight like that. And so it seems to me. Yes, so it is pretty tall. I'm not sure, it's, yeah, about as tall as this one. Maybe it should have been even taller, I don't know. So the next pocket, 7.5. Yes, and now we score it. On the 7.5 we score it at 1/2 inch and at 7, and then on the 5 inch we score it at 1/2 inch, obviously. Yeah, I think it's very good. I think it's very, very good. So I really hope you liked it, and that you found it interesting, and that it was watchable basically. And if you liked it, share some love, leave a comment, and maybe even subscribe. Thank you so much again for being here, and I will be seeing you on the next one. Bye bye.